How's it going, everybody? My name is Raved and welcome to a new video. And welcome to the start of this channel, or rather just the rebirth of this channel. As you all know, we are now doing vlogs and Smash related content because now that I have told everybody that I am a competitive Smasher, I am not a professional Smasher. I want to keep that in mind, in all your minds, because I don't think I made it that clear that I'm not professional. Personally, I don't think I'm bad, but whether or not I'm good, it's honestly up to you guys. And even though I say I don't think I'm bad, if you guys call me garbage, I'll probably believe it. So just don't make me want to cry and eat a bunch of Ben & Jerry's. Even though that's a great thing, but gotta lay off the sweets. So, without, doing all these major explanations and all these introductions, why don't we just go straight into the video, now that we're a minute in. So, today, I want to talk about change. I wonder what in the hell made me think of doing change as the first topic on this channel. Oh my god, look at that, I have a YouTube channel that's all about me changing. Or not changing, but, being different, doing something. Well, of course it's a change, but in terms of how I am as a person, nothing's changed. But I can't say the same for other people. So, change is something that we all experience throughout our lives, mostly when we're teenagers, because that is our time period to really find out who we are and what will define us for years to come in the future once we have become adults, and once you, or I say you, but it's really we because I'm also a teenager, once we've, gone out and we've experienced so many things and we're finally ready to make a definitive standpoint on who we are. And some people really might not be able to do that quite yet. They still might be searching for a few extra years or maybe even another decade or so before they find out who they are. But at some point, most people will end up knowing exactly who they are. And if they're an eternal vagabond or whatever, then that's them and that's who they are. And change is obviously very likely to happen to them. But for people like me, for example, well, I shouldn't say we, because I'm obviously different than a lot of other people. Not in terms of, like, me being stupid and fucking weird, even though that's true, even though it's true. But, in terms of how I am. For example, I have been a gamer my entire life. I have been playing games ever since I was 3 years old on my old Game Boy Color. It was a cute, beautiful cyan-colored, or turquoise-colored, or blue-green, or whatever the hell you want to call it, Game Boy Color, and I loved it. It took me 5 years, though, to beat Pokemon Gold, but hey, I beat it, and I played quite a lot of other games on there, too. And by quite a lot, I mean like 4. But that's okay, because I ended up playing a bunch of games on the GBA, and then the DS, and all the other consoles from Nintendo, as well as even getting into Xbox and even PlayStation at some point. Nowadays, it's all about PC, because indies. I mean, hell, that's what I want to be, a game designer. And I was actually about to start talking about how some people's some people really don't change much at all in their life for some certain aspects of them, and they just will end up becoming even stronger, like myself. I was a gamer ever since I was 3 years old, and now I want to become a game developer. Yes, that means I'll have less time to enjoy some games, but I'll be making them, because that's really what I want to do. It's just been my passion all along, and it's taken me quite a bit to realize that. I mean, I wanted to be a history teacher at some point. I mean, seriously, a teacher. That is so depressing. I would love to shoot myself if I was a teacher. But at some point I thought it would be really fun. But it's just not the way that I want to be. And now I was in my period of figuring out exactly who I want to be. So I was pretty fortunate to figure out exactly what I want to do and who I am and who I want to be pretty early on, because I'm 18. I'm not, 21 who has graduated college or is on the verge of graduating, and I'm not some little kid who thinks that they're, that since they're 14 they know exactly who they are. They're 16 because they're sophomores and they literally have eternal freedom because nothing happens in sophomore year. Literally nothing happens. The best thing that happens in sophomore year is when they are treated like juniors at the end of the year, when all these different events come up saying like, okay, now prepare for your SATs and ACTs because those are coming up next year. But for right now, no one cares about you. You're fine. But anyways, for some other people, change is not excuse me, change is not something that is so easy for them to do on their own. Some people, and I hate using this example because I don't like thinking about it, people sometimes get forced to change, whether it's for somebody else or if it's for stuff like military, you know, people who have to go out in the army. They were once these kind individuals, and then they got hardened by war and hardened by the military, and it become these like huge, bulky people of testosterone. And when they come back, sure, they might have the same interest. They still might have, you know, a loved one, but in terms of their physique and just how they handle life, they've changed. And sometimes it might be for the better, but in places that aren't the US or any Scandinavian country, because I mean, let's be honest here, they don't even need a military. They're completely fine on their own. Some places are so harsh that they just completely strip them of any emotion, and it's just an eternal void for them. It's a complete void in their emotions and in their minds. But for people who haven't had that happen to them yet, and hopefully never will, they really do deserve to feel happy and lucky and hashtag blessed, because if that ever did happen to anyone, well, I would cry for them, because I know that I could never handle being in the military or anything like that. But in the end, change is just something that we all have to experience, and it's something that we might experience multiple times, as I've said. But in the end, the heart wants what the heart wants. And even though the mind can be manipulated by things such as drugs or sex or alcohol or any other desire, money, basically, any kind of corruption that can get to the mind and can influence somebody to change for the worst, then there's an iffy spot there. But for everybody who knows who they are and is mature enough and is logical and rational enough to realize that the change that's happening to them, and if it's a change that they are willing to go through and a change that they have let happen to them, you know, of their own accord, then that is for the better. And of course, like I said, some people just don't have that chance, and their lives are not as they wanted it to be. But like I said, in the end, the heart wants what the heart wants. And even though the mind can be influenced, it's really just about the heart. And on that note, I think it's a good time to end this vlog. So, thank you all for watching, and thank you all for sticking around. Thank you all for coming here and just simply being here. Whether you are a previous subscriber of mine or somebody who's new and is taking a look at these videos and seeing how they like it. And if you do like it, I will be linking a bunch of things, and by a bunch, I literally mean two, Twitter and Twitch, in my end slate, since I have that, as well as a button where you can click so you can subscribe to me, basically. Even though there's a button literally right down there. I mean, just glance at it. Yeah, you did. I saw it. Yeah, hi. I'll do it anyways, because that's how end slates are, because it just kind of gives people a visual cue. But anyways, on that note, like I said, thank you all for watching so much. Let me know how I did here. Let me know if you like this type of stuff. If you don't, I'm still going to do it anyways, because it's me. I just want to talk. And let me know what you guys have thought about this topic, and share some of your thoughts with me. It'd be great to see people in the comments just discussing it. So, with that note, or on that note, because I can't speak, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Told you that intro's, or not intro, but that outro's never gonna change. See you guys next time.